name is Alessia. I am 20 years old and I was enrolled in the ICANN network program. I love reading and watching good stuff as well as creating my own stories. I started writing in 2016 when I was 4 to 15, so I've been developing my skills and ideas for about 6 to 7 years. I mainly enjoy Nintendo, old wacky tunes, indie horror games, and some other films, shows, and games with Japanese culture in general, but that doesn't mean I'll stop loving Disney. I have a big, wild imagination, which is how I have written so much and means I can see things differently from other people. I have also created an alter ego for myself. My alter ego is a Torchic Pokemon that has been influenced from lots of different areas of pop culture, carrying a lot of quirks. I am a lunatic in my own right, so I am crazy, but not as much as other people. I'm adventurous, creative, and passionate, and not to mention slightly mischievous. But only towards people I don't like. I am psychotic, so I can dodge attacks very easily, but if something hits me, it bounces right off because I am utterly indestructible. I have lots of fighting techniques, and I do sometimes taunt my opponents because I'm a little bit crazy. But other than that, I tend to blush when people call me adorable and have an empathetic side where I can easily sympathize with people as I am cursed to walk in their shoes. I also have a bad side, so you could say I am a demon that is dangerous to be messed with, but I never show it towards or in front of certain people. I also have the ability to split myself into more than one, revealing tons and tons of Torchic wearing attires of familiar characters all over pop culture, anime included. They all share the same brain thought, but all act differently depending on the character they are dressed as via personality. I've categorized them into groups of where they come from, like Nintendo, Disney, anime, and old cartoons, and chose certain characters to lead them all called the Generals, such as Kirby, Mickey Mouse, Sailor Moon, Bugs Bunny, and more. I also dress as villains who are in their own groups and are against the good faces. So they are led by their own generals, such as Maleficent, Bowser, Sailor Galaxia, and Leia Boshi. They're much more bitter and sinister than the good ones because of their roles, unless of course they're characters whom I do not see as a villain. Luckily for a few of the groups, they don't have villains to deal with. My faces can also gain battle armor called Top Gear if a character has an alternate look or can change their form, such as Kirby's final abilities, Mickey's Fantasia outfit, Sailor Moon's Eternal form, Bugs Bunny's basketball suit, Maleficent's dragon form, Bowser's enlargement, and Sailor Galaxia's chaos form. It doesn't mean they actually change shape though. Pokemon was the first anime I remember watching, alongside small bits of Fairy Tail and Ouran High School Host Club, even though I didn't know what they were at the time. However, I officially got into anime thanks to a surprise trip to Japan as a birthday present. In preparation, I decided to organize myself by streaming lots of anime, and I jotted down all the animes I enjoyed on Pinterest. I don't have one favorite anime in particular, but I have concluded my favorite genre is magical girl. Some examples of the magical girl anime genre is Sailor Moon, Cardcaptor Sakura, Tokyo Mew Mew, Princess Tutu, Pretty Cure, and Mermaid Melody. I love lots of anime heroines as much as American heroines as well, such as Misty, Nami, Urza, Kagami, Winry, Uravati, Nezuko, Haruhi, some Studio Trigger heroines, Leone, Yang, Revi, Diane, Rotalia, and the one and only Sailor Shenzi. It's mainly the badasses and the best girls I love. This is why I cosplayed as Sailor Jupiter and Sue, aka Froppy, at a Crunchyroll convention. I must confess, I'm not that much into a lot of the popular animes people love and grew up with, such as Dragon Ball, Naruto, One Punch Man, Bleach, JoJo, Attack on Titan, Digimon, or Assassination Classroom, because I wasn't as entertained by them as that much, sadly. Some interesting facts about anime I learned is how a lot of them are based off of manga, like actual books. And just like American TV shows, some anime characters share a voice actor or actress. For example, Lucina, Toru Honda, Maka Alban, and Lust are voiced by Laura Bailey. Even if I enjoy anime a lot, Nintendo is always my number one. One thing I dislike with every piece of film, TV, and game is when good characters get killed off, which is why some of my stories involve me rewriting the shows and have the characters survive. I have done a bunch of meetings with the iCam network all about anime. I've met new and familiar faces, and what we have in common is we all enjoy the same things, but in different ways. I can share my thoughts and opinions, and it's one way to pass the time. I enjoyed that I could meet like-minded people who share the same interests as me, so that I could have a great conversation discussion about our love of anime.